I give our relationship, in terms of grade, the highest level of special.
Mr. Trump goes to the United Kingdom. The longtime allies highlight their special relationship amid wide-scale protests and political controversy for both leaders. Hello, I'm Anand Naidu, and this is The Heat. It was hand-holding and warm words for the US President and the British Prime Minister, but a contentious interview with a British tabloid newspaper released just hours into the visit tarnished that special relationship between the US and the UK. For more, CGTN's Richard Bestic has this report.
The US President began his working visit to the UK with an apparent dogged determination to continue his self-proclaimed role as disruptor-in-chief. He'd already shook up NATO, and now in the UK he wasn't about to change his ways. He told the Sun newspaper his host UK Prime Minister Theresa May had wrecked Brexit, killing any chance of post-Brexit trade deals with the US. And he went further, not just taking sides in a tortuous domestic issue, but then tipping one of May's major rivals in the affair, former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, as a potentially great Prime Minister. It seemed, as the streets of the UK capital filled with protesters and President Trump was greeted with British pomp and ceremony, that he brought with him a diplomatic wrecking ball. But amazingly, by the time the pair were talking at the UK Prime Minister's official countryside residence, Chequers, the President was apparently back on message. The claims were unfortunate fake news, he said. Whatever the UK wanted to do with Brexit was fine by him, and Theresa May was his new best friend. Instead, the President turned his attention to immigration, saying it wasn't good for the US and it was changing European culture. On NATO, he defended his tough talking and said it had secured an extra $34 billion in defense spending. The highlight of the trip for US President Donald Trump, though, was possibly tea with the Queen here at Westminster Castle, an occasion of high etiquette that even the disruptor-in-chief might feel should be left undamaged. After all, Donald Trump's Scottish mum, Mary Ann, was an ardent royalist and wouldn't have tolerated any rudeness to the British monarch. Richard Bestic, CGTN, Windsor Castle, England.